Hey guys, History Gurus here, and today we will review um, just one element of the battle on this field. It's Malinovka. I'm in M103, and let's look at the teams. Their team, statistically speaking, is better than ours. They have very strong M103 player with a 60% win, and they have two really good T54 E1s and IS3 with 55% win too. So they have several good players in top tanks when our team is mostly like yellow and red. And on Malinovka generally, I don't like to camp in the field. Uh, Usually when I'm a tank destroyer, or tank with a good gun, I try to go to square C78, and on other tanks, I'd like to make a difference in the battle for the hill, because that's where usually a lot of tanks going. And see guys how I go. Mistake team Mistake people do in public battles. They go line K and then line 0. Takes too long time. Just cut across through the forest. But at the end, and I'll speed it up a bit. At the end of it's important to climb to the hill right along the red line, and this is where you will be least vulnerable to enemy artillery fire, and also to the fire by tank who are hiding behind the charge on the other side of the field. So right now I'm spotted, and I'm slow climbing the back. So what I'm trying to get here, having a little chat with my team, is that we should not crest the hill. Hill is already taken, but at least by an enemy scout, and T-54 E1s and IS-3, they are rather fast tanks, so chances are those tanks are already on the hill. And look, M103 is already there. So the best solution here, well, the worst solution here, what people do in the public battles, if they were like my team, they would just try to climb and crest the hill, and they would be getting shot in the low glasses, tracked, hit by tanks on the hill and by artillery, and die quickly. And we'll actually see an example of that later. So, and right now I'm trying to preserve my health points, and also I'm trying to let team know that guys, we need to stay back, don't crest the hill. All we need to do now, the right way to do it, is try to light tanks on the hill for artillery, and for tanks like our Panther 2 and our object, who will be able to snipe. What we'll need to do, we need to bait guys, enemy tanks on the hill. We need to bait them and try to advance down below, and we will be able to deal with them much easier here. Our KV3 is rushing way too ahead, he's getting hit. Our E50, the problem with what he is doing, he is at the edge of the hill. If enemy had tanks near the church, he could have been hit now, and he also much more vulnerable for the artillery fire. More vulnerable than saying I am, or my buddy M103 here. What we need to do, we need to try to enumerate how many tanks they have on the hill, what kind of tanks, and then let artillery to shoot it. So we already know that all the strong, good players on the hill, the T-50 OE1s, the IS-3s, they have a bunch of tanks there. So all we need to do is to troll them, try to bait them, and have artillery work them out. Unfortunately, it never works exactly that way on public battles, but right now, see, I'm not even trying to go there. I know that our KV3, our M103, they'll lose patience still. Those guys hopefully won't lose too much of their health, and hopefully they'll light the targets without getting shot too much. So all they need to do is just show a little bit of Commander Cupola, to make sure enemies are lit and then let the artillery do the rest. Our E50 looks like the most active player here. I'm surprised he wasn't getting shot. Oh, that's another T50 or E1. So look, he's already in the village. He's trying to get shots at E50. And he was able to get one. And two. And E50 decided finally it's time to retreat. So I'll speed it up a bit. Oh, this is interesting. Look, if you know at the beginning of the battle, AMX 5120 was complaining loudly. Um, and he is doing what you should never do. He is absolutely clueless, right? French tank, no armor. He's spearheading our attack. And oops, I called him stupid in chat, but you know, he didn't do absolutely anything right there. He took like what, 2 seconds for him to die. The only good thing he did, he lit enemy tanks for few more seconds and hopefully allowed our artillery to land few shots. Like now, got artillery landed on enemy M103. All we need to do now is troll. We should not crest the hill. We need to make sure we get numerical advantage. Artillery killed their Tiger 2, excellent. We need to get an advantage and then rush them. So they have IS-3, they probably have T-54E1 and M103. So our team became impatient. They are moving forward. I need to help. And look what happened, guys. I tried to help and I got hit. Alright, IS-3 is dead. I don't know where the T-54E1 is that was here, but we need to rush and we need to kill that M103. We have 4 tanks here. No, right now there is no longer need to sit and wait. Now we can just get out and kill him. And nothing he can do. There. And it's 6-4. So T-54E1, their platoon, the remaining 2 strong players, but they have no armor and they will not be able to decide much for the remaining of the battle. I don't have any post-game reports left, but really what happened the rest of the battle, we just rolled over the hill and it was a quick victory. I hope it was useful for you guys and showed you the idea or two on how to advance the hill. Be careful, don't try to rush. Patience means a lot in this game, especially in a public battle where you cannot coordinate synchronized and concentrating fire attack against enemy. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.